to help companies reach their ESG goals and meet Singapore's Green Plan 2030, let's take a look at sustainability and ESG trends for 2023 together with Jackson Sang, Vice President for Sustainability and Strategy at Schneider Electric. Jackson, over the past year, we've seen implementation of more regulations relating to ESG and buyers preferring more sustainable products. This 2023, what sustainability and ESG trends do you think will emerge, and how can companies keep up with these trends?
In 2023, we expect more companies to pledge towards net zero. As you can see, the global trend right now, companies are starting to put together concrete plan to meet that commitment. Yeah. And of course, when we talk about net zero, it's not just on our companies or their own companies' operation carbon footprint. They have to expand to their value chain to reduce their value chain emission as well. So this is another trend that we see companies exploring or looking into in 2023, and starting to look into their supply chain emission reduction. So having said that will affect their suppliers' carbon footprint, and it's going to impact many of local companies as well. The other trend we are seeing is companies, in order to meet this net zero commitment, they started to equip themselves with the resources or capability. So we started to see companies attracting talents or grooming their own workforce to equip them with this capability. This, in the way, is to help the company transition toward this net zero commitment.
We've also seen companies using more sustainable materials in their products. Some have built teams solely for the purpose of checking their company's ESG goals, while others have invested in certain technologies. Can you name some of the new steps that companies have already been taking to support Singapore's green goals, or maybe at least even hit their ESG goals faster?
So we did a survey last year, what we call the Greener Singapore plan. We see many companies, or at least 90% of the business owners, they mentioned that they started to put together a sustainability plan for the company. So many companies would like to have a long-term structured way of moving toward more sustainable operation. Yeah. So this is a very important step for many companies, because sustainability transition is not a short-term action. It's really a long-term view of the companies. So putting together a structured way of transition to more sustainable operation is really important in helping the company transition to a more sustainable operation and business.
Any other efforts that they are lacking, and is there a way to address that?
Putting together a plan is a very structured way to help company moving toward sustainable operation. However, the company need to put this plan in action, meaning that the deployment of this sustainable plan is critical in making sure the company really achieve the low carbon operation. So a few ways of doing this. One is, of course, getting their manpower, their workforce ready to understand these topics. A very good step for manpower or their workforce to understand this topic can be starting from Singapore Green Plan, understanding what exactly we need to achieve under this Green Plan. Of course, if you are looking beyond Singapore, it's very important for company or the workforce to understand United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. This is a good framework to understand what encompasses under these sustainability topics. It's not just a single topic. There is a wide variety of topics under sustainability umbrella. Yeah, and putting together the plan and deploying it will require technology deployment as well. So as a second step, the company can understand what are those technology available today that they can deploy, and to obtain or achieve immediate impact to their operations. So I'll say just taking these two steps will help the company moving ahead on this agenda.
Jackson, now what are the things that companies are doing that are not helpful to their sustainability journey? And why should they stop doing so?
I would say that will be a company that just looking into a pure reporting perspective, right? Many companies stay at reporting, and that is just to show to their stakeholder what they are doing today. But going beyond reporting is to really put together the concrete action. So I say that reporting is important, but it shouldn't be the main emphasis or the angle of this exercise. Yeah. So going beyond reporting will be a concrete step for the company to move ahead their operation to a sustainable operation.
Lastly, Jackson, focusing on technology this time as it also plays a huge part in sustainability. What new technologies or solutions do you think will be helpful in, let's say, accrediting a company's green transition this 2023?
But the best technology is what is available today, what we can deploy today immediately to reap the benefit of this technology. So I'll say there are many technologies available to achieve a low carbon emission nowadays. But of course, if we're looking at the longer term, a few areas that we are looking at. One area is greening the supply, energy supply. We heard many topics on solar renewable energy, and the emerging technology in energy supply is to replace energy with hydrogen as one of the energy sources. So many companies are looking into this area, but I'll say that this is good for company that looking into changing of their energy supply source. Yeah. But on the other hand, we also need to look from the demand or consumption perspective. How do we make sure that we can optimize our consumption? Or in another word, how do we reduce the energy usage in the operation? So many technology are available in this area to help companies optimize their energy usage. Emerging trend will be to use more of the AI and machine learning analytics to help analyze the energy consumption pattern and where we can optimize. So by coupling the energy supplies transition, green energy supply transition, plus the reduction of the demand or consumption pattern, the company will be able to transit to a low carbon operation.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Jackson. I'm sure our viewers learned a lot from you.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Jackson Seng, Vice President for Sustainability and Strategy at Schneider Electric. For more business news, visit sbr.com.sg, where you can find articles, interviews, and event updates. This is Sas de Malanta reporting for Singapore Business Review.